Hey everyone, welcome to this video. We are going to talk about our intuition. Are you listening to it? Do you understand how to listen to your intuition? Are you just now learning? Are you mastering listening to your intuition? Wherever you're at, let's talk about our intuition. Because we're going through these shifts, we got to understand how to use it, listen to it, and what's going on, because it's not easy. And when you master it, you feel amazing, because it is confusing at first, especially when you're at the beginning. And even, as you're going through it, it still can become confusing sometimes because you get different tests, different obstacles. So you kind of want to know how to stay in communication with it, in connection, clear, and how to really know, is that really my intuition guiding and leading me? Which one do I listen to? Okay. So when we go to our intuitions and our gut, everybody always says that, but you still have to have your mind clear, your third eye. You still want everything clear. You got to have a clear connection, which means your energy's got to be balanced. It's easier to listen to your intuition. You feel more clear, on point, clear cut. There's no questions. When we do question, when we waver, when we're all over the place, that just usually means your energy's out of balance. Or a situation is like an obstacle, throws you off, throws you out of balance. Not necessarily are you out of balance all the time, but like an obstacle could throw you out of balance, and then your intuition's off. Okay? So you just want to make sure that you are staying in balance, keeping yourself healthy, keeping yourself clear and light, so that it does feel more on point and more clear. Doesn't mean that it's not there, though. It's always there. It's always guiding you. Sometimes it's that, those thoughts, that voice you don't want to listen to, you need to, but it's just you're feeling heavy, your body, the physical's running everything, and it's just really hard to listen to it. Or an energy around you is really, really strong, and their energy's pulling on you, and they're telling you one thing, and your intuition's like, hey, that's not the truth. That's not right. And you don't know what to believe because you're, learning about your intuition, and we've never really been taught on, how to kind of navigate it and harness it. Okay. So when we do listen to our intuition, we feel light, at peace, and we feel really good. When we don't listen to our intuition, we usually are feeling confused. It throws you off. You might feel sick. You might feel heavy. Okay. Being in these high vibrational states, these transforming people, the evolving people, the chosen ones, whatever you want to label yourself, being the people that we are connected to our powers. Okay. The rare ones, whatever you want to call it. And if you're learning about this, that's fine too. But we're very sensitive. Okay. And you guys might be learning about that. But our sensories are always going off. So if someone has low vibration, they make me feel heavy. Sometimes they make me feel sick. They throw me off. Now I don't absorb it. It doesn't run me. I'm reading the room, blow it out, and I continue. Before, I would kind of absorb it. I'd dwell in it a little bit, analyze it overthink, and then, kind of move on. Now you guys should be noticing it's more quicker. So you should be picking up on stuff more. Your intuition should be really heightened right now. So if something feels off, it's off. You just may not know why. They may not come down and say, well, here, write it all down, put it in a picture, visual. They're not going to do that because it's a test. That's why. Everybody probably asks this question, because I've asked this question a lot. Like, why don't they just kind of let me know? Well, it's a test. You got to learn how to listen to your intuition. It's a power you have to learn how to stay connected to. So there wouldn't be a reason you have intuition if they were telling you the answers, right? Okay. So that's exciting. So when it's telling you it's off, you may not know why. The test, the key is just listen to your gut. If it's an off, if it's a no, you don't need to know the answers right now. You don't need to know why. You don't need to know everything. Just trust. Go along and go the other way. Your life will go so much easier. You'll break the karmic cycles. You'll jump out of the karmic patterns. You'll jump out of the hamster wheel. A lot of us, we're going to different, we'll jump out of one and go to another. We'll jump out and go to the same one, just different forms, just different tests. But when we listen to our intuition the first time, if we just kind of go back over those experiences and be like, well, what could have I done different? Did I listen to my intuition? Was it telling me that something was off? Yes. So next time, listen. Don't ask questions. Just keep moving along. Then you're learning how to listen to your intuition. That's the key with your intuition. You don't need to know everything. You don't need to know all the answers. You will if you need to. It will all unfold in the end if you need to. Sometimes it'll unfold 6 months, couple months, a year, 10 years. I don't know when it'll unfold. You'll know. So for example, if you're single and you're dating and, you got people hitting on you and they're telling you one thing and, oh yeah, that's what I want. Well, a lot of people want things. That doesn't mean they're aligned with that. A lot of people want a top level, high frequency, a rare person. That doesn't mean that they're ready to see you, deserve you. Doesn't mean they're in alignment for that. Okay. You may want that too. And doesn't mean that you're in alignment with that. And you use your intuition for that. Like, if that person's way above your level, you're like, we're pretty sensitive. We're aware of that. You know what I mean? But like when people are coming at you, especially in the dating world, anything, and it doesn't feel right, you may not know why. Trust yourself. Okay? And sometimes you might feel good and at peace, but something still feels off. It's just because they're still not for you. Okay? So you use your intuition for dating, for work, for if you're becoming and using your spiritual abilities. If it's telling you, hey, don't be speaking like that, or don't be putting that energy like that, maybe communicate it a little differently, and it's like your gut's turning and you're going to go one way, but you should probably be doing it a different way. Listen to your gut. Slow down, step back. That's the best way to listen to your intuition. If you could just slow down, step back, say, hey, let me read the room. Let me read the experience. Let me read what's in front of me. Well, here's what I'm being shown if something feels off. Don't overanalyze it. Don't overthink it. Just trust your gut, trust your intuition, because it's a test and you'll pass it. You'll go to the next level. You'll stay in those high frequencies and you'll stay in high vibration. If you fail the test, you might go down a level, which is fine, don't worry. But you'll go back down into that same karmic lesson, the test, same pattern, and you got to break yourself out again. It's just not a big deal. You're still learning if you go backwards. Some people call that backwards. It's actually a part of learning, because we don't build resilience until what? We fail over and over and over and over again, okay? So it's okay. Just don't give up. All right, this is why it's important to listen to your intuition. Yeah, we love people. Doesn't mean that they're for you. Doesn't mean they're in alignment for you. That's your test. That's what you have to figure out. That's why it's not working out. You keep asking why it doesn't work out, because it's not for you. It's not in your alignment. Listen to your intuition. Trust yourself. They're not going to come down, and your soul's not going to come down in form and give you this whole speech and tell you exactly what to do. It doesn't work like that. You have to connect to your powers, harness them. Harnessing them means, staying in balance, listening, communicating, stepping back, not being afraid to fail. It's okay if you go backwards or it didn't, if you're like, well, I thought I was listening to my intuition, but it didn't really turn out. And just analyze it. Don't be hard on yourself. Lighten up. Just blow that out. Don't be hard on yourself, because as us, we're hard on ourselves so that we can transform and, go to the next level. But don't be. Just release that. Be patient. Step in. Try again. Don't be scared. When we learn how to trust ourselves, you don't have to be worried about trusting anybody else, because you've mastered not only using and harnessing your intuition, but you've mastered trust. And that's the message today with why it's so important that we harness and use our intuition so that we can build that trust within ourselves, so we can feel secure, stable, and at peace and whole and full all on our own. It's a huge, huge lesson. It's important we learn this. If you choose to, you don't have to. It's your choice. But if you choose to, start listening to your intuition or understanding it more and learning how to harness it, because you do want to be a self-master, it's exciting. It makes you feel light. It makes you show up not guarded, not stiff, not so, protective mode all the time in the world. You show up light, vibrant, free, because you're in your own power. And harnessing your intuition is everything. It's such a beautiful journey, and it's a beautiful experience, and it's chaotic and confusing and scary at first, but don't be scared. Just know the universe has your back when you're trying to grow and evolve and, go through your lessons. Don't be so hard on yourself, okay? When you get information, when you get energy thrown at you, just take a step back, listen. When we rush, when we go do too much, force, because we do have all this energy and all this excitement, sometimes we do too much and we don't mean to. Just pull back a little bit and try to step back, read the room. What did that energy feel like when it was thrown at you? Whether it was a sentence, a word, a conversation. Even when I'm around people and I listen to what music they have on, my intuition is telling me that person is off. They'll be listening to old music, really depressing, sad, rock, headbanging, and that's okay. You guys can do that, especially men. It's just not for me. That doesn't it makes my stomach hurt. So I know that person just by their music now. Music's a huge thing I've been going through, so you might be picking up on this too. People's music is my intuition's picking up on it, and it's telling me where they're at and where they're at on their levels and frequencies. No judgment, but my intuition's picking up on it. My intuition picks up on smells, words, phrases. My intuition picks up on just how people's demeanor is, behaviors. Even with work, money, vacations, adventures, anything I'm doing, I'm always trying to listen to that intuition. So listen to it. Is it a good time to go on vacation this week or next week? Go with your gut. If it's turning, it's a no. If it's a tight knot, if it feels off, it's a no. So if you slow down, you can listen. If it feels open, at peace, it may feel scary a little bit, but it feels open, feels right. You may not know how it's going to turn out, but it just feels right. Go with it, okay? Even if you are building your dream life and your new life, follow your intuition. It's the blueprint, and you follow the breadcrumbs, the little bitty steps, because it's leading you to the life that you want. It's leading you to where you want to go. It may not look exactly and turn up exactly how you want it to immediately, but it will unfold for your highest good. But just trust. If it tells you to write a book, write a book. If it tells you to start a channel and start giving people, your perspective and what you're channeling, what your gifts are, what you bring to the table, do it. If it tells you to be a leader, a speaker, open a gym. If it tells you to, hey, not do that job, listen, follow the breadcrumbs. It just takes, wise steps at the same time. That's when you want to use your human brain. Bring that logical in too, but you don't want the logical to run your life. You just want to use logical advice for, for Earth, obviously. Okay? Okay, I hope that video really resonated and helped you. Really just, understand a little bit more about your intuition, your journey, and help lighten it up and enjoy it more and know how important it is and actually what you're learning. That trust is so important. Because when you trust yourself, it's like you have full faith. Your faith is unmatched. You already have faith in the universe. You already know what it can do. But what we're really figuring out is what can we do? Follow your intuition, trust, faith. Hope you love this message. Have the best day or night whenever you listen to this. Sending you lots of peace, love, and light. I'll see you next video.